on the couch. Just a couple sips, and you're crazy.
And we are live, folks. Welcome to the Sit Down Standard, the podcast celebrating all the amazing things you can do while sitting, whether it's enjoying movies, watching television, or playing games. I'm your host, David Bram, joined as always by Gerald Bales.
Hi.
And our special guest, she's back again, Sarah Flores Bales.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome. Now, before we move into the podcast, we always do this. We tell everybody, if you're listening to the audio version, you're only getting half of the experience. You got to go to youtube.com/sitdownstandard and then subscribe. Tell all your friends and family to subscribe too.
Like, subscribe, comment, all
share.
that good normal YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
Share on the MySpaces, the social networks.
MySpaces, nice.
On your Angel Fire webpage.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
But if you are an audiophile and you only want to listen to us, we are on iTunes. Leave us a review if you can, 5 stars preferably, and write some nice comment about us.
Yeah. Nice, make it nice.
Yeah, you actually wrote one, and wasn't that nice?
I know, I make mean ones. I'm allowed to do that. You're not allowed to do that.
But you did say 5 stars. 5 stars, say whatever you want.
That's true.
But 5 stars, what's more?
License to say whatever you want. But that helps other people find our podcast when you give more reviews and things like that.
Exactly.
But you can also find us on SoundCloud as well as Stitcher Radio and now on the Google Play Store, which I still can't seem to find on my iPhone, but it is there. They keep telling me it's there. So,
why would you find the Google Play Store on your iPhone, David?
I'm not. Google and Apple. They're like arch nemesis. But before we move into the rest of the podcast, I do want to alert everybody, our contest is still ongoing, our June for St. Jude's giveaway. Yep. We don't have any more prizes this week, unfortunately, but the truck is full, essentially, is what we're saying. We have over, I think it's probably 30 different gaming prizes, as well as a pair of bows.
Yeah, that's not amount of prizes. That's or bundles we're doing, right?
Yeah, each of those. Within those prizes, there's multiple games in those prizes. Yeah. And then we also have the Bose Sound True Ultra in-ear headphones, which are normally $150.
That's our weekly allotment of Bose. We gotta say at least a week.
Bose.
Yeah, I was talking to Mike this week, and I was like, yeah, David works at Bose. He's like, David works at Bose? Really? He's a regular listener.
Yeah,
so
I know.
I thought that was pretty funny.
But we always use their headphones, so we always want to spread their awesomeness. So all you got to do to enter the contest is go to stjude.org/donate and then donate at least $5. And then all you have to do is just take a screenshot, whether it's with your phone or if you're on a computer, you can take a phone with your whatever.
Hit the print screen button.
Yep, exactly. And then email, so you can do two things. You can either put it on your social media on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. Just put hashtag SDS giveaway, so sit down standard. # SDS giveaway, whatever.
I'm bringing it back.
Or you can simply email it to us. Our email is
sitdownstandard@gmail.com.
And that'll put you into the contest. Now, this is going to run through June 30th, and then we'll be announcing winners on our July 4th episode. I have some awesome stuff planned.
I was going to say, we're going to do a Merc episode.
Yeah, we are. I already have some awesome stuff. I'm going to wear overalls. It's going to be great.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
But there is 2 limitations. You have to be a resident of the continental U.S., so sorry, Alaska and Hawaii, as well as the Virgin Islands. But you know what?
Puerto Rico.
Just find a friend that lives in the continental U.S. and get them to do it for you, and then they'll mail it to you. Unfortunately,
you might have to pay them for shipping, though. So
yeah. The second thing is that it's 1 entry per person, so you can donate as much as you want.
1 entry per account.
Exactly. If you want to do multiple accounts, that gives you a better chance of winning. I don't care as long as you donate with each account. I just said 1 per person. I can't unfortunately follow that, but do what you got to do. As long as you're donating to help kids, and we've raised quite a bit of money. Again, I'm super excited. Everybody who's done it, thank you, and everybody
and their
who's
children. Okay.
No, seriously, and everyone who's donated gifts, thank you. It has been a wild success. I'm so excited about this contest. So please, if you have friends or family, if you've already donated, tell your friends and family to do so. And if you haven't already, pause this, go do it.
Yeah,
we'll
wait. Hold on. I feel like we
That's enough.
All right. So just go do that. Again, just donate $5 to stjude.org/donate. Okay. So now we would normally move into me singing, but we want to, since we brought Sarah back for our second Pixar episode. It's too much goodness. We couldn't fit it into 1 episode. No. We couldn't cry. We were crying too much. We had to break away
to wipe our tears.
Had to go do something happy. We are going to talk about the second Pixar episode, but before we get there, I want to give a brief review or a kind of a breakdown review, not a spoiler review, of Finding Dory, which is the whole reason we started.
Global, what you're doing.
Exactly.
We all did the same
thing. We all went and saw it. Now, I'm probably more of a super fan because I saw it on Friday morning.
Well, whatever.
When did you guys see it?
Oh, some of us had to work, so I
sorry.
saw it Friday. We saw it Friday night. We saw it Friday night.
Okay, so let's first start out. Okay, so if you don't know, this is a sequel to Finding Nemo.
What?
Shocker.
Again, some people don't know.
Who doesn't know that? If you're out there and you don't know that, you've got issues. Like, get out. Like, watch a movie. What are you doing?
Now, I would say you don't necessarily have to see the Finding Nemo movie to understand and enjoy this movie.
Right.
It
I
does.
disagree with that.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's start off. Before we talk about the movie, let's all put our hands out, and we're going to do standard review. So thumbs up is a great movie, thumbs to the side is a good movie, and thumbs down is a bad movie. 1, 2, 3.
I mean, come on.
All
Right.
three thumbs up.
Yes. Thumbs
What
up,
a
thumbs
shocker.
Up.
No,
Shocker,
no,
everyone.
but honestly, Pixar. I mean, other than Inside Out. I mean, I guess they've had their roller coaster up to what we talked about in the last episode. Pretty much all, well, other than maybe Cars, in your opinion, all have been knocks out of the park. So it
just
seemed
my
like
opinion, sir.
they were like invulnerable, and they have had in quote unquote objectively bad movies.
Yeah.
This is not one of them.
No.
No, not
some of
at
the
all.
concerns
Currently at 95% Rotten Tomatoes.
yeah,
Certified fresh.
certified fresh.
It's their 15th certified fresh movie.
Yeah, well, out of 18, which is pretty impeccable. No, I
Yeah.
mean like
That's a really good track record.
yeah, insane. Like I don't think anybody in Hollywood has a track record of
And
that
it's
success.
just beat the gross opening for animated film ever. Opening
And it was
weekend.
held by Shrek 3, I think is what it was, which is when I heard that I was like,
something
really?
like that, yeah.
I was like, oh.
Shrek 3.
No, it did hold it. Justin Timberlake was in it, for God's sakes. JT's in it. You got to go spend your money. Okay, so a couple of concerns that I have, which I talked about on the last podcast, was relying too much on the crutch of old jokes, from Finding Nemo. And they didn't.
Yeah, they definitely made callbacks, but they didn't lean on those.
Right.
Right.
I would say the thing that I enjoyed the most of this movie was the new characters.
Oh my God, they're amazing.
My favorite animated character of all time. Okay, put a screen right here, David. You can do it, right?
No.
Yeah, right in front of my face.
He'll make it big.
Okay.
This is Gerald the Seal. All right, Gerald the Sea Lion.
As soon as he
won America's heart.
Yeah, he did.
Then this movie, he steals the movie, in my opinion. There is an after credit scene, by the way. I
Yeah.
think you skipped it.
Yeah, we ended up walking out.
Yeah,
I'll watch it on YouTube.
don't skip
Yeah,
it.
everyone catch it. It's a good callback to the first movie,
Yeah.
as well as more Gerald. Who wouldn't
Yeah.
want more Gerald?
I told you I was going to get you a pail for this episode and give it.
They have a plush. I'm probably gonna buy it.
Yeah, of
I want
course.
all the Gerald merchandise because there is no other Gerald in any other movie.
No, there's not.
Exactly.
Although you're named after a cartoon, so right? Technically, Tom and Jerry.
Jerry. Yeah.
Jerry. Yeah,
Yeah, but
that's
anyways,
not my name. Is it?
No,
Gerald?
I know Gerald. But as soon as that character came out and they were like Gerald, I was like, yes, thank you Pixar forever. You are amazing.
Off.
It's so good. There's so many. The thing that they do in these movies is, they give voices to characters. That's the whole onomatopoeia thing. But the things that they say are callbacks to what they really do in the real world. You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah.
off thing when sea
Yeah,
lions
yeah.
are saying off.
Yeah.
That's what they do. If you go,
Seagulls, the mine.
yeah, it's
you know?
just it fits the. It's so perfect. You know what I mean? Like they actually don't just go, oh, wouldn't it be silly if a sea lion had a voice and talked all weird? It's like, no, what would a sea lion say if they could talk?
Well, Idris Elba wasn't on the Sea Lions.
Yeah.
And I cannot get enough of Idris Elba. But I'm like,
I can.
wasn't-
That dude is everywhere.
he wasn't a
Jesus.
core character in
No.
this. It's just like, hey, Idris, want to come in? Just do. Oh yeah, sure. Like he'll do anything.
He
It's
seems
awesome.
like a cool guy.
Yeah.
And I mean, shoot, if Pixar's calling you, you
Well,
say
I mean,
yes,
Yeah,
right?
He
I
was
know.
probably already in the studio for Jungle Book, and they were like, "Oh, hey,
That's a true
Want to do
point.
this
by
voice
the
work
way,
next door? Yeah,
it's
sure.
just a few more minutes. Here
Well,
you go."
Billy Crystal made this mistake, right? He said no to Pixar. Whenever Pixar calls, you just say yes.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
And I think they talked to, what's his name? Ed, what's the guy who plays, Hank the octopus?
Ed O'Neill.
Yeah.
Ed O'Neill. So he got a call from they talk about this on Jimmy Kimmel. He was on Jimmy Kimmel and he didn't know his part was going to be as big. And when I talk about these supporting characters, Hank the octopus is probably my favorite.
Yeah.
He's one of the more.
He's the main
prominent
character.
characters,
One of the
yeah.
main characters.
One of the
yeah.
main characters in addition to Dory. So, they talked to him and they said his agent called him and said, "Oh, Pixar wants to do this film and they want you to come in and do some lines." And he's like, "Well, what's the script? I want to see the script." He's like, "What do you care? It's Pixar. Like, who cares? It's going to be good." Like, so it's just goes to show we're not the only ones that think that. People in Hollywood are like, "No, it'll be good. Like, just whatever,
do it."
whatever it is. It doesn't matter what character you're playing. Just do it."
And I wonder if it was kind of like a mini Modern Family because Ty Burnell was just the character of the beluga, right?
Yeah.
Bailey.
He's on there too. Yeah.
So good. But this movie, obviously, the whole point of this movie is Dory trying to. There's this whole idea of migration, of going home, and of course, Dory with her short-term memory loss cannot remember where her home is or who her family was, and it has these great moments in the movie of dramatic memories coming back to her slowly, and
Let me pause you right there. Dude.
yeah,
After seeing Little Mike Wazowski in Monsters U, and now
Pretty
seeing
cute.
Little Dory,
yeah.
Oh
in
my
Finding
God.
Dory, can we just get can Pixar just kidify all their characters because they're adorable.
I know.
It's,
every
the,
single
it's
one.
the big eyes.
Yeah, I know.
I
It's
need
just
a baby
so
Dory
cute.
in my life, like, so badly.
She's so, Ellen is already makes that character so adorable and cute, and it's like, let's make her younger and more adorable. Like, literally, like, the first moment she talks, she's like, is it okay if
Yeah.
it's just like, whatever you want. You know what I mean? It's like that kid who's like, Mom, at Disneyland, Mommy, can I have one of those light up things that goes around my neck? Yes, you can have whatever you want, kid. Like, it doesn't matter. But I love the fact that all of the supporting cast in here are given,
They're trying to shine.
yeah, they all have moments of, of being funny and having good lines. It's not just like, oh, that's Dory's mom and that's Dory's dad. Like, Eugene Levy is hilarious in this movie. But even within the first, like, I want to say it's the first 5 minutes of the movie, there's the moment where Dory is the little baby Dory and she's lost and she's talking to other fish. Can you tell me? And it's so funny. Like, right off the bat, just super funny. Immediately, and they make jokes about like the wife and the husband.
Yeah.
Oh, you were just not helping today. Like it's so
I love that part.
That's so relatable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter. A kid probably wouldn't get that, but every parent would get that. Like
And
you're
that's we've always said that, like, that's kind of their thing. There's jokes for the whole family in all of their movies.
now, of course, I didn't cry in this movie. I was close.
I did.
I was close.
definitely
There are
did.
definitely some heartfelt moments. There wasn't like the tearjerker.
Stab you in the heart.
Yeah, exactly. Like Up or anything like that.
No.
But there is like those real heartfelt moments where you're just like, oh man, that is so.
Yeah, and I'm not going to spoil anything, but there's a specific part in the movie. I think we probably all know what it is. When it just shows like the power of family and love, and Pixar knows that.
Yeah.
And I think it hits different people at different times, but the movie was so much funnier and more of almost like an escape movie. It had kind of
Yeah.
this heist feel to it. It's just so great. There's even like stupid little like things like the whole Sigourney Weaver thing is hilarious.
Sigourney told me this.
It's so, it's great.
We're spoiling good
My
jokes,
friend
but
Sigourney says.
Yeah, but it still doesn't matter. The jokes and the thing again, the jokes in the movie are based on human reaction. They're based off of experiences that almost wide swaths of people have experience about. Everyone was a kid at one point in time and got lost in a store and was like, "Can you help me find my mommy and daddy?" Like everybody had an experience like that, or had a child that had that experience, and that moment of being so scared and so frightened, and then so elated and joyful when you finally do are what is that word I'm looking for? Reunited with your family member or your kid. So again, they play on that. They know that.
not just that, but they play on the whole like she's disabled. Right?
Yeah, they do. They do actually do that. They talk about, she keeps saying, I'm sorry.
No, you don't have to say that. It's okay. It's a part of you, but that's okay. That's fine.
Yeah. And they do. It's just, there's first of all, the animation, because I didn't see Good Dinosaur. It's fantastic.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so good. Like now there is a short before this that I do want to give some credit to. It's
Piper.
called Piper. Holy
Amazing.
crap. Like, okay.
That's what Good Dinosaur is. It's literally like
sand.
photorealistic.
It's a short. It's actually pretty long. It's like 6 minutes long, and it takes place of these little birds trying to get shells out of the ocean as the waves crash onto the shore. And the sand, that's
I know
real
when
sand.
when he pops up in the sand, or
Yeah.
when he's stepping in, you see the sand move. Like
it's a
it's
joke.
photorealistic,
It's a joke. It's like this is. Are you kidding me?
when the water comes up and it starts to
Touches-
pull,
yeah.
it pulls back and it foams.
Yeah, it's
beautiful.
unbelievable. It's just,
photorealistic. That's what I'm saying.
like-
Like Good Dinosaur is like that.
Yeah.
The thing that the short had is like the birds look real as well. where
yeah,
Good
there
Dinosaur,
wasn't.
the
Yeah, there
dinosaurs
wasn't
don't,
any
so.
cartoony effect to it. So it just goes to show, and it was great. The one thing I had one complaint about this movie. It has nothing to do with Pixar or Disney, or maybe it does. Way too many previews. I'm okay with like 4 to 5 previews before a movie.
Trailers? How many did you have?
We had like 6 or 7.
Really, I don't even remember us having
We
that
didn't
many.
have that
I don't know if it was just the
Yeah.
movie
I
theater,
want to
but
say we had 4. Yeah, a lot
Yeah,
of
we
it's
at
movie
least had
theater.
4, and then it jumped
Come on,
right
man.
into the short and then the
I
movie.
want to say we had 4 or 5.
like I was already tired. But I was like, okay, I get it. You have a lot of movies coming out. I'm gonna see them. Don't worry. Like it's,
I know. I think the only Disney ones were Mona and then
Pretty excited about that one. by the way.
BFG were the 2.
yeah, we didn't. It was just too many.
Yeah.
I think 4 or 5 is my cutoff period. So, but from all of us, I think it's a great movie.
Great movie. Go see it.
Please
Take
go
your
see
kids.
it.
They already did. They got all of our money.
That's true. Go see it again.
Do you think? Okay, since we were just talking about Nemo, better or
Yeah, I
worse?
was just gonna ask. Is it better than Nemo?
I don't know. I don't know that I can really compare just because they are different stories. I think both stories have different feels to them. I think Finding Nemo is a little bit more serious, whereas Finding Dory definitely had a lot more punchlines, had a lot more jokes to it.
funnier for sure.
Yeah.
For me, Nemo's still better, and it's not because of. I think it's because I had never seen an underwater movie like that. And now it's like the underwater part is cool. Like when, there's certain parts in the movie where it's just like, wow. But it's like, it's not because the movie's not good. It's just because of my experience of having seen Finding Nemo before, where I didn't see that type of experience and world in that particular medium. So that's
For
why.
me, it's really close. At first glance, I think I enjoyed Dory a tiny bit better than Nemo.
He's biased.
But I've seen Nemo so many times, so it's something that's definitely got to like.
If they added Gerald to the first movie, if
Yeah,
they retconned
then-
it,
Yeah,
Of
Gerald
course,
sold
that
it
would be
way
the
better.
amazing
Done.
one,
I want to
yeah.
see I want to see the spin-off of this movie. Finding Gerald. He's lost somewhere in this bucket. Got to find his bucket. No, seriously, I think at first glance Dory is a tiny bit better, but I need to see it a few more times. Let it sit with me before I really.
yeah, I think so. Okay, so now that we got through that, now I get to sing "What You Doing? Oh, what you doing? What you doing?"
I really thought we were just going to skip the singing.
No
thing.
way. If I ever get a chance to sing on this show, come on. All right, since you're hating on the singing, why don't you go first, Joe? What you doing?
I spent this week in California.